On divorce court today. Drama, angry accusations, and detective work. Now, is that any way to start a marriage? Stephen says that Danielle has no reason to be jealous, but she claims she continues to discover proof. Stephen Holt and Dannielle Holt have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toller to resolve. Testimony in divorce court starts now.
Mr. Holt, you have to answer this question for me before I get anywhere else. What happened the day before your wedding?
My wife had pulled a knife on me. It happened actually the day before that day. I told her before I was going to go see my cousin the next day, and apparently she forgot, because the next day when I woke up, I said, hey, I'll be back, and she said, where are you going? I said, I'm going to see my cousin. She said, okay. I went, and I was hanging out with my cousin. We were over by Burger King, and I get a text from her. And it says, where are you? I said, I'm at Burger King, be home soon. I get home later on that night, and she's screaming. And just as soon as I get in the door, she's screaming and yelling, and she's just literally like in my face, and she's, where the hell were you? What were you doing? And and I was just wondering, I was like, okay, seriously, what are you talking about? And she says, you were with some girl, you were talking about you cheating on me. And I said, where do you get that from? She's like, my friend says she saw you. I was like, okay, seriously, calm down. I said, it's my cousin that you're probably thinking of. I said, I told you I was going with my cousin, and why don't you believe me? So we're arguing and yelling in the bedroom. She goes into the kitchen. We have, it's like a kitchen set of knives.
A butcher block full of knives, yeah.
She pulls out the knife, and I'm following her in there. I'm thinking, what are you doing? She pulls out the knife. She's like, I should just kill you right now. You know you don't cheat on me. I'm going to kill you. And I grabbed her like this. Like, I got behind her and grabbed her like this, and I took the knife with my right hand, and I twisted it to get out of her hand. I said, fine. I said, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know why you're acting like this. I said, fine, you don't believe me? I said, I'll go and get my cousin, or as a matter of fact, I'll call her. So I called my cousin. She didn't want to answer. I said, okay, I'm going to go get her right now, because I know she's home. I just dropped her off. So I went and got my cousin. I brought her back. And I said, look, babe, I said, here's my cousin. I said, I haven't talked to my cousin yet. I said, all I did was tell her, hey, I need you to come back to the house with me. So I said, so ask her. She asked my cousin. My cousin said, yeah, we were just hanging out, telling him exactly what we were doing. I said, okay. Took my cousin back home. When I came back, as soon as I walked in the door, yet again, yelling in my face, saying, I still don't believe you. I know you're with some other girl. I know that you're cheating on me. And I told her, I said, why do you think I'm cheating on you?
Yeah. Hang on, Mr. Holt. Mrs. Holt, did anything close to that happen?
No, Your Honor.
You never threatened him with a knife?
No, I did not.
You never yelled at him and fussed at him about another woman that your friend saw with him at Burger King?
I did say that, but I didn't pull a knife on him. I just,
Was there a knife in the vicinity?
No.
Did you throw any fists? Did you use any hands?
No. No, Your Honor.
I believe you. I believe it happened. And my question to you is, why when she walked down the aisle, were you there to greet her? I mean, somebody pulls a knife, it's time to go. Ms. Holt, let me ask you this. Would you admit to being a little bit jealous?
Yes, but it was...
Has he ever done anything to make you believe that he is a cheater? Have you ever caught him running around on you?
Yes, I have.
Tell me about that.
So one day he said that he was going to a congratulations party in this town for a job or something. And so he left, and it made me feel like I had doubts. And so I went onto the internet on our fake statements and said that he was not where he was. And so
Well, you were looking at where he was using his credit card?
Yeah, his debit card.
His debit card. So you were tracking his debit card purchases.
Yeah.
And where was he?
He was in this town, like an hour away from where we live. And he made a purchase of at a motel, and it was $58. And so I went onto my phone and I looked at the motel, and it said one person, like some money or something, I don't know. And then it said 2 people, $58. That's how much he spent. And so I got a ride up to where he was, and his car was there, and he said that he was at a party. And so I went to...
She makes the CSI people look dopey. That's unbelievable.
I like her.
I mean, all over it. I'm fascinated. Go ahead.
And so he was there, and so I asked the front desk if I could go into it, you know, to see him. And he said that I don't know if he's there or not. And so I saw him coming out the door. I saw him talking.
I got you. Let me ask you. Did she catch you at the hotel?
I was at a motel, but I wasn't with no girl. No, I'm gonna be honest with you, Your Honor. Yes, I told her I was going to a party, which I did, which was about 20 minutes away from the town I was at. It was a little busted down motel that I would never go to again, but it was the closest motel that they had, okay, that was open.
Were you with someone else?
No, I was by myself, and yet again, I told her when she did, she said she came over, and she did. She did all that. She came over there with her mom, and when I was walking out, she started making a scene. She went to go banging on the door, trying to get in. So the guy that owns the hotel said that he was going to call the cops. So I was trying to calm her down so that the cops wouldn't be called. So she got back in the car and left with her mom too quick. I texted her right at that same time when she was leaving, said, babe, if you would have calmed down and you would have not made that scene, you could have came in the room and you could have stayed with me tonight. I paid for the room for 2 nights because that's how long I planned on staying there. I told her originally I was coming home that night, but I didn't plan on really coming home that night.
How come you told her a lie about where you were and got a motel? I mean, it just sounds a little off.
I didn't lie to her. I told her I was going to a party, and I did. I ended up going home a little late going to the motel a little late than what I said I was going to go, but I ended up going back. I told her I was staying the night. I didn't tell her who where. I didn't say where.
I got you. You say she's a little clingy, and I believe it, because she got a mother up there and all that kind of stuff, tracing your bank accounts. Tell me some things that she's done that you find disturbing.
Besides just the fact that every time I'm doing something, like she said, she has to go through the bank account. We share a bank account together, okay? If I was to go cheat on her and I was to go find some other girl, I would use cash. I wouldn't use my card.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Especially when you know you're living with Columbo.
Yeah. Seriously.
Next, is there proof that Stephen has had an affair? Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Real people, real conflict, real judgments. Divorce Court continues.
Mr. Holt, you say your wife is immature. Give me an example of something she's done that you found immature.
Wow. She acts like a child on anything it has to do. We have our kid. She doesn't want to. I mean, yes, she gets up at night and she'll feed him and she'll change his diaper. But when it comes down to actually spending time with him, she wants to go do her own thing. She wants to watch movies.
How old is your child?
He's 2 years old.
Okay. Are you a little light on the mothering, Mrs. Holt?
No, I'm not.
You taking care of business in that way?
Yeah, he's the one that's not doing anything. He's the one that doesn't want to take responsibility for our child.
Give me a story that would illustrate that.
He would, when we wake up, he doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want to help me. He doesn't want to wake up with our son, like, in the middle of the night. And he wants to get up and go every day. And
is he going to work?
No, he doesn't even want to go. He doesn't go to work. He just leaves. He's like, I'll be back or something. And
You say there was an incident at the unemployment office, or you were trying to go to the unemployment office. Explain that to me.
She wanted to come with me, and I told her, I said, no, I'm going to go to unemployment by myself because I'm not going to be there long. I'll be right back. She got mad, Your Honor. She jumped on top of the car, like on the hood. She got on the hood, and she was so mad. She's like, well, then you're not going nowhere. And I said, really? I was like, can you please get off my car? I have to go to the unemployment office. So you want me to get another job or not? You know, she's like, you know what? She said, I'm tired of you in this piece of crap of a car. And she stomped on the hood so bad that it left a big dent. And I can't even really explain how the dent is, but it's a big dent. It's a big dent. It's a big dent.
Ms. Holt, did that happen?
Yes, it did.
Okay. Why didn't you want him to go to the unemployment office?
Well, it was
She wanted to stay next to me, Your Honor.
It was because he was going to go to the studio after that, after he went to the unemployment office. And every time he goes to the studio, I go with him because he wants me there every day, or he wants me there every time he goes in the studio, because when he...
Does he do music?
Yeah, he does music.
He does music. But if he wanted to go to the unemployment office, why does it matter if you went or you didn't go?
I wanted to be clingy.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Ms. Holt. You say you have physical evidence demonstrating that he has a secret life with somebody else altogether.
Yes, Your Honor.
Could you show it to me?
Yeah, it's only for your eyes, though.
I can't show him? I'm gonna show him.
You can show him if you want.
Now, where did you get these from?
Last night I was on the internet and I saw that, and that my heart just dropped. My mouth just dropped.
This last night you found this?
Yes, and it has a picture of my son and this girl, and it has him, and it says happy family. And that's not even her family, that's my family.
Let's let Mr. Holt see this.
And I want him to explain to me why he did that, or how
Or
that
what's
happened.
going on? Who is this woman, and who is she to you?
I mean, we were just best friends. Okay, I don't look at her like that.
Well, isn't that woman in there with your baby, though? Why does that woman know your baby?
Because I went up there one day with my son. She wanted to see what my son looked like. I went up there with my son.
You told me that you
Now
wanted
that sounding suspect to me,
No,
Mr. Holt.
and I know that
I got two kids. I have never taken one of them to see any of the ex-boyfriends I got anywhere, anytime, ever.
We're still best friends, Your Honor. We still talk. I mean...
Maybe that's why she's insecure. You're still best friends with your ex.
Still best friends with hers. So, well, I wouldn't see why I couldn't have mine.
Are you still best friends with yours?
I don't talk to mine. I don't even have their number or anything.
Okay.
When divorce court continues, does Stephen have to escape to the grocery store for time alone?
Do you think Stephen and Danielle were too young to know what it really means to be married? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now.
If you would like your case heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter @divorcecourt. Real relationships, raw emotion. Divorce court continues.
Mr. Holt, there's one more avenue I would like to explore before I get to what you want, which is your car fixed, and what she wants, the EPT money she believes you spent on another woman. We will get to all of that. But Mr. Holt, you believe her family doesn't like you because of who you are and what you are. Explain that to me.
They treat me totally different than what other boyfriends she's ever had.
Do you agree with that? Do you think they have an issue with him? Or they?
Yes, I do.
Really? They do?
Yes.
Have they told you?
Yes.
And what do you say to them in response?
Just, like, forget about it because he's my husband, or at the time he was my boyfriend, and...
Hang on. Let me ask you something, Mrs. Holt. Family don't like him? Not for a valid reason, but your family don't like him? You seem to think he's sneaking and creeping and carrying on with other people. You're mad, you're busting in the car, you say you didn't do the knife, but you hooping and hollering and investigating and chasing him on Facebook. printing pictures and all that kind of stuff. Do you still want him, and is there love there?
Yes, there is, Your Honor.
But aren't you tired?
I just want everything to stop and,
I mean, we're here in divorce court. You know what you want to get from him, but when you get here, you kind of sounded like, I can't stand him, but I want to keep him. And I need you to explain that turn of events to me.
I just want everything to be normal. I just don't want him sneaking around and cheating on me and stuff. I just want him to be honest with me and to not lie all the time and just say that he'll be back or whatever, like when he leaves.
I haven't left your side in 2 months.
Are you happy?
Nope.
That's why you're here, huh?
Yep.
Had enough?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, don't get me wrong, Your Honor, I love her. I do. But just the clingy part of her has to stop. It does, you know. I spoiled her in the beginning. Well, we were with each other every single day when we were dating. And I think that's where I went wrong. Because now she's still expecting that, you know, now as we're married. And I still need space. I still need to have my own time of my own, you know, whether it's going to the grocery store and just buying something, and even if I take 2 hours to buy one thing at a grocery store, I would use it as an excuse just to stay away for a little bit to get my own time.
Just wander the aisles.
I would do that, Your Honor. I really would. I really would.
In order to keep from going home.
Yep, I would do that.
Do you think you stuck too tightly to him?
Yes,
Don't give the man some room to breathe, and he's lying to you about where he's going just so he can get out from under you?
Yes.
You're going back to him, aren't you, no matter what I do? If I awarded you that money, didn't award you that money, fixed your car or whatever, aren't you?
Yep.
Judge Lynn Toller's ruling next.
Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers.
Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toller's ruling right now.
You two are going home together, so I'm not going to give you what you asked for. I'm going to give you what I think you need. Mrs. Holt, you need to trust him. You know why? Because this is no way to live. This is absolutely no way to live. Stalking him and running behind him and being on top of him, you know, the knife thing, the car thing, all of that is jealousy out of control. Something has hijacked your mind, and you can't be rational about it, and you can't live like that. You just can't live like that. If, in fact, he's cheating, you'll find out soon enough. If he leaves you for another woman, you never had him anyway. So don't. And if he's not cheating, you're going to drive him away with all of that, you know, Inspector Gadget mess you are doing. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes,
so nothing good can come of your behavior. You're either not going to stop him from cheating, or you're going to make him push him away, and neither one of those things do you want. And Mr. Holt, you got a sense of humor, and I like that. You got to give her a little bit more. I mean, the motel thing was a little suspect. Those pictures were a little suspect. If you know you got a woman who is scared, and that's all that jealousy is fear. She's afraid of losing you. If you give her security and comfort and stop doing all these suspect things, she might back up off you. And when he does do that, you do need to back up off him. If I were you, you both young. You're like, what, 20?
23.
23, you're 20. Ooh, Lord. I remember 20, I was a hot, you know what I mean? I was a ridiculous individual. I was ridiculous. You know, it's hard to be married at 20, and I get all of that, but you guys need to see marriage counselors, because you both need to grow up and get it together, or else this isn't gonna work out at all. You got a baby at home, so you gotta, take a good swing at it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So go see somebody. Quit the motels and the pictures. No more stomping and stalking. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Danielle and Stephen have seen a mediator and are working to repair their marriage. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court.